So after talking to a lot of other YouTube content creators, I'm really starting to consider taking these warning signs and these alerts seriously. Maybe you guys aren't aware, but YouTube is forcing creators, content creators, channels with hundreds of thousands, millions of subscribers to consider jumping ship, leaving YouTube altogether, leaving the platform and venturing over to Rumble, Truth Social, Twitter, maybe even starting their own websites and hosting, which is a growing business because these businesses, these hosting services know that creators face many challenges on the YouTube platform, and Patreon is one of them. Now, granted, there was another popular paywall site, but that was primarily for the informal industry, non-traditional income earners. But for the masses of just general creators, with the problems that are happening on the platform left and right, not only creating a less than desirable experience for the viewers, it's also running off the creators, because the creators not only want to be able to connect with their subscribers, their communities, the networks that they build, but also want to make sure that they're earning the revenues that they are working so hard for, and also investing, because some of these creators spend tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I would be even willing to venture out and bet that Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, spends millions of dollars only to create content that doesn't get served, doesn't get the reach, doesn't get recommended, doesn't get suggested. And then, to make matters even worse, doesn't get the revenue. We're going on, I believe, 6 or 7 days now, a full week, for some that have not seen their AdSense YouTube partner program revenues updated for days. I brought you guys this information yesterday as we were on day 2 or 3 of this problem. So basically, we're working for free. And although some may say that making YouTube videos isn't real work, I'm not gonna address those trolls in this video. But essentially, we're working for free. And what it boils down to is that I found a post, I found an article, a reference of others experiencing the same problems, but that shared that the problems were larger than I had originally anticipated and expected. And it's hitting so many creators, so many channels. And it's been going on for a much longer period of time than I've experienced the glitch. And my wife Squirrel Tribe's channels experienced the glitch, as well as a few other channels that I have access to as a manager for friends and clients. And this is only the beginning. Now, I will say that the plus side is that YouTube has recognized and acknowledged that there's a problem, which is a plus, because oftentimes in the past, we've had experiences where YouTube was having a known outage, down detector reports left and right. But YouTube, when you contact them, they'll tell you, oh, no, there's no problem. It's probably just you, probably just your channel. And it's like, nah, bruh, we know better. But anyway, long story short, I'm gonna bring you guys some information here in just a second about what is happening, what's being shared, what's being reported, what the big problem is, and also possible solutions. Again, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to jump ship and move to Rumble. I do have a Patreon that I know that I'm going to have to utilize more. And it's not because of the revenue, it's because of the message. So my Patreon is set at 25 cents a day. That's what it works out to be. It's like $7 and change per month. So it's 25 cents a day to be a paid member on the Patreon, but I do post content on there for free as well. And you're more than welcome to contribute more if you would like. And I do appreciate everyone who has contributed and everyone who has supported the channel and the message and the information and the truth, as well as those who support through donations through Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. I do like coffee. Now, with that being said, I'm going to have to use the Patreon platform more. I may have to use Rumble more. I'm going to have to get creative, probably even get my website rolled out and get Squirrel Tribe's website rolled out because of the direction that we are headed, the direction that we're going, the direction that things are happening more often, more frequently. Again, stick with me here. When I get back to my laptop, I'm gonna share with you guys some information about these YouTube problems, these demonetization problems, these ad revenue, ad problems, countdown timer problems. You would think that a platform run by Google to this degree wouldn't have these trivial issues, mostly tied to money, as they're trying to take money away. Perhaps maybe line their pockets, fatten themselves up amidst an economic downturn, potential economic crisis. But I will say that a lot of the information that I want to share gets suppressed, and I'm getting reports that people are being unsubscribed from my channel without unsubscribing, which I can see it happening because I can see the subscriber count numbers on my end. And yeah, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. But I've already identified that YouTube has many, many problems. And these have actually started in December, if you guys recall, being widespread. Remember the day that YouTube, it was a day or two, and YouTube was literally just taking views away. Philip DeFranco went to Twitter and said, it's like, you can see Philip DeFranco's post on Twitter where he says that they're taking his views away. So I'm not making this stuff up. You guys watching may know, but more importantly, if you guys are creators, you know for a fact, okay? You guys have been down this road. But I feel as though that not only with the content that I create in terms of helping other YouTubers and help other creators be better and improve and be aware of the possible glitches in the system and ways of finding solutions and letting them know that they're not the only ones experiencing these problems. I can't share all those on this platform for obvious reasons. Additionally, we've got tons that we need to discuss in terms of what's happening on a bigger scale, on a much bigger picture globally, with our economy, with our money, with our dollars, with new laws, legislation, with our food, with our health, potential risks to our health, changes to our food, and these 15-minute cities and the changes with the climate and global conflict. The list goes on and on. Again, I know that if I share too much on this platform, that the gatekeepers will come for me. So yeah, I'll have to, one, get you guys over to have access to this exclusive information, unrestricted, unabridged, uncensored before it's too late. because I know that they don't want me to share it. They don't want me to share it too much with you guys on here. So we're still having trouble with the YouTube monetization. Any updates on your end?
Nope. Well, it updated. I had the money showed up for the 8th, but there's still just a hole for the 6th and the 7th.
I had one for the 9th, but it shows $0.
Mine did for a minute too, and then a total popped up for the 8th.
But what about the 9th?
Maybe it's the 9th that popped up. One day popped up. The rest are still blank.
I had the 8th pop up. And then the 5th and the 6th before it, and the 7th are like grayed out. And then the 9th shows 0.
I'll double check that in just a minute then.
Would you get an update on an email? After the chat, they did email you back?
They emailed me to say the same thing, basically, that they know that there's an issue and nothing's happened so far.
Yeah, so as you guys can see here, update. Revenue not updating. YouTube Analytics revenue delayed. Issue being looked into. All the while, also, we've got another one here that says YouTube is actively looking into an issue affecting ad warning countdown. Like this is oddly strange and interestingly occurring at the same time. YouTube ads are intrusive and annoying, though tolerable in many cases. However, a rising issue is affecting YouTube's 5-second countdown that typically plays prior to throwing into an ad. Thankfully, the platform is actively looking into the problem. But I think this is intentional, folks. YouTube users have been experiencing an odd occurrence where a video will suddenly cut to an ad without warning. Traditionally, YouTube will display a small 5-second countdown in the bottom right corner of the screen before throwing to a mid-roll advertisement. This issue has been continuously affecting users across various platforms for weeks. And I comment down below if you guys know exactly why YouTube will be doing this, because it's pretty clear to me. It appears that the issue is most commonly found on TVs using the YouTube app. However, there have also been reported issues on web, mobile, and even consoles. Users have taken to Reddit as well as Twitter to complain about the problem. Team YouTube. These sound like mid-roll ads, which should only appear during natural breaks in the video, and we set limits on how frequently they're served. More feedback than the ad countdown seems to have been removed. We have a young baby and mute the ads as they are normally louder than the content, and without the 5-second countdown, this is difficult. This is ultimately going to drive people away from the platform and stop watching YouTube altogether. Although some firmly believe that YouTube actively removed this feature, I would be one of those included in that group of people. The company has been responding to complaints on Twitter. In one instance, the Team YouTube account says, "We're looking into the issue of the 5-second countdown for mid-roll ads not showing on videos." In another instance, the account asks that users send feedback to report an issue to YouTube. To do so, users must sign into their account, select their profile picture, and hit the send feedback. This then prompts users to describe the issue and include any screenshots that may be useful. Unfortunately, there doesn't appear to be a solution that can solve the issue from the user's end. This is a bug that YouTube has to address itself. Thankfully, the company is aware of the situation and is looking into it. However, there's no current word on when a fix may be released. Shocker. Now, a lot of people are saying that YouTube is doing this intentionally on purpose. They're trying to drive the creators away. They're going to cut off the creators' source of revenue, and they want to make it so that only the accredited channels and those that align with YouTube's push will be allowed to create content and earn revenue from it. You know, these are also some of the folks that would love to see creators collapse and demise and say, go get a real job. But these are mostly trolls that I have experienced in the comments that end up getting filtered out so that you guys don't have to be subjected to their negative rhetoric. However, YouTube update, revenue not updating, and YouTube Analytics warning, revenue delayed, issue being looked into, says the company. Now, we've contacted YouTube and they are looking into it, but their answer basically with a follow-up email was that there's no update just yet, and there's nothing we can really do. Meanwhile, Google's video sharing website, YouTube, gives channel holders an opportunity to earn from their videos by monetizing the content that they create through ads placed on their channels. And that's how creators get to be part of YouTube's revenue generating scheme. But it's kind of hard to do when YouTube doesn't pay you. So I'm going to show you guys a screenshot here of my actual analytics page to show you my revenue tab and how it has been grayed out, or greened out, and it shows for the last few days just a decline, and it shows on April 9th, yesterday, earning $0, despite having accumulated and amassed thousands of views, and you guys can attest to it because you comment and you say, Kevin, we've watched your videos, we've seen the ads, but YouTube is saying that there's no money to be made. So this is where we are currently. Again, at the moment, we're working for free, but at the end of the day, it's more than that. It's about bringing you guys the truth. It's about bringing you guys this information. It's about helping everyone in this community to work together and continuously strive towards preparation and solutions. I will continue to monitor this and bring you guys further updates. If you're a creator, I know this is going to be a huge area of concern for you. And if you're a viewer, subscriber to many, then again, this is going to affect you as well, because a lot of the channels that you tune into and watch regularly may disappear. Maybe because YouTube forces them out, maybe because YouTube deletes and demonetizes their channel, maybe because YouTube gives them unnecessary strikes and gets rid of them, or because they choose to pull away from the platform and go elsewhere, like Rumble, or their own website, or Patreon, or Twitter, or another platform that they can spread their message without so much oversight and censorship, without as many problems and as many glitches, and without any disruptions to their income and their pay.